Ooh. Alright, looks like we are going into the chat bans. This is going to be Consolation match game 3. Cheese Enema versus Clueless. They are tied up 1-1. Whoever wins this takes 3rd place. And it looks like Teemo is going to be the first chat ban because he's a highly mobile character. He has a blind, gives good map control, does a lot of damage. Kassadin is going to be the 2nd ban. He has a long duration silence. He has good chase, good escape. He has a slow. Rift Walk's awesome. He's hard to kill. Jayce being chat banned as well. Jayce has long range poke. It's AoE as well. Shock Blast is a great spell. And he's a quick character. Between Acceleration Gate and between the movement speed that he gets from switching forms or switching, hammer, gun, whatever, he can get really active on the map. He can do a lot of damage. He can 1v1 pretty fairly. He can poke pretty fairly. Jayce just does a lot of things well. He doesn't do anything particularly extreme, but he does a lot of things well. We're seeing Nidalee banned as well in the pre-game chat bans here. Nidalee's poke is extremely powerful. She gives map vision because of her traps. It's pretty scary stuff. And we're going to have 6 more bans after this. We do a 10-ban format here in the DominateDominion tournament. We do 4 bans in the pre-game lobby, which is what you're seeing right here. And then after this, we do the 6 bans at the champ select screen as well. Ow. Ooh. I just reached for something and stretched too far, and I hurt my, ow. Ow, that hurt. Okay. I'll be fine. I don't need that arm to cast anyway. I just need my mouse button. That's all that I need. Marasma, why am I casting by myself? I don't know. It's a good question. Maybe I'm crazy. That might just be it. I might just be trying to permanently scar my voice so I can develop the tasteless voice. That'd be pretty cool. Hello, Gamer Pros 3 guy. Thanks for watching. So we're seeing Amumu banned as well. You could, theoretically, if you have any casting experience or anything. Like, yeah, theoretically, yes, you could cast with me, potentially. Just add me on League sometime and ask me questions, like if you're for serious want to do it and you have existing media that I can look at, like VODs that you've done and stuff. I like to investigate things, generally pull from DD community, but we'll look outside of it too. So Amumu banned, a lot of AoE damage, has a stun, a wide radius AoE snare. Evelynn can get mobile on the map, kill people. That's pretty much all she does. She's stealth, she's fast, she can do a lot of damage. You never know where she's going to be. Wukong, dash in, AoE airborne. It's good times. Great way to start off a fight. Armor reduction as well makes him work out very good with other characters. And then, over on the other side, Elise, Cassiopeia, Kha'Zix. Elise, a lot of damage, pretty durable. Cassiopeia, her AoE damage is probably the best in the game. She, I think, has the highest sustained damage of any AP character that there is, period, because of Twin Fang spam. And then we have Kha'Zix. He will evolve Leap over a wall and annihilate someone. He'll just do so much damage they'll either A, kill them, or B, force them out of the fight. To answer Dancing_Toa's question in the chat, what if you have no previous experience? If you have no previous experience, I don't have enough free time to actually teach someone how to cast, unfortunately. You have to just sort of already know how to pick up on audio cues. You have to know how to pass conversation back and forth and not talk over people. There's a lot of, like, really subtle junk that goes into casting. Like, it's hard to explain. I could do, like, a whole video on it. But there's just a lot of little things like knowing where to have your map cursor at, knowing what things to explain, what things to not explain, because you can't actually explain everything that goes on in a team fight because they're so chaotic. And it's mostly just, do you know how to speak publicly? Like, people who have a background in theater or debate or other things like that that know how to talk in front of an audience in, like, a forum with multiple people, those are the people that tend to excel in casting, or anyone that has that sort of thing going on. All of it can be taught. It's just Buddha Rice moving your camera to bot, he says. Yeah, I know, man. I wish we had a dedicated camera for bot that I could picture-in-picture over the mainstream. That would be so awesome. I can't read my PMs during the game, guys. No, not that! Oops. Any type of broadcasting, like if you've done online broadcasting, like if you've done streaming to like, you know, 20 or... if you've run a stream in front of like 50 to 100 people or more, or if you've done like TV or radio at like your local college or something like that, that's also a plus. Well, if you have a broadcasting degree, I'm going to give you a lot of credit in conversation, yeah. I'm getting like a bunch of PMs about casting now. If you guys for serious want to talk to me about casting, I'm all about putting like new people on, trying people out. I just have to run it by DominateDominion's owner and talk to me during the week. Just add me on League. I usually accept every friend request I get the first time, and then PM me during the week when I'm not doing anything. The tournaments are weekly. They happen every Saturday. Next week, DominateDominion number 61 will be taking a look at the champion. I didn't put up my overlay for any of that. Oh, there you go. Whatever. Taking a look at the champion picks now, as we talked about the bans a little bit already. Lulu, she's a fast character. She slows her opponents by a very large amount because Glare Lance slow is very powerful. And her damage shield and health increase work really well. If someone's going to be burst down, Lulu can almost completely stop that. Plus, in addition to that, she can also stop the incoming damage by turning the attacker into a small animal or something like that. That's great times. She's a very good character, and she's a very good support, and that movement speed plus that slow is just brutal, and especially because Glare Lance can hit multiple targets, it works as a multiple target interrupt when defending points. It's awesome. She's absolutely amazing character. Over on the other side, we're seeing Trundle, whose sustain is just... her sustain's great. It's... her sustain. Trundle's sustain. His sustain is great. Sorry, still stuck on Lulu. As you saw last game, Trundle was able to stand and deliver for a really long time in fights. Sometimes it does hurt his damage a little bit, but he can just live for so long and he makes for an amazing delay. Pantheon is a good finisher. Global map presence with Grand Skyfall allows him to be where he needs to be, and he can finish people off very easily. He's durable, he has a stun on top of that. It's nice. Leona, AoE stun and or slow. Zenith Blade allows her to get back to the problem people that normally you can't reach. Targeted stun with the shield bash, plus Eclipse she makes for a very good dive and initiate. Leona's a really good character, but she suffers from being kind of slow. Brand, like maximum AoE damage. He's pretty scary. Brand can zone very hard because of Pyroclasm and Pillar. You don't want to stand near anyone else because you don't want to stand in Pillar for one. Secondly, you don't want to stand near your allies so you don't chain Pyroclasm around. Handy as a stun. That's a good combination. That's a kit that you like. You want someone who can zone and CC. Zyra also has a lot of that going on. She can zone and CC. To both characters, they do similar things. They both kind of fit that role. Now, Brand tends to be a little bit more aggressive than Zyra. Zyra tends to be a little bit more static. But, you know, I said similar, not identical. Jarvan, multiple target, line effect, airborne. He can spawn terrain with Cataclysm. He has a slow. Jarvan's just an all-around really good champion. He can stand, he can fight, he can CC. He's great. Jarvan's an awesome champion. I think he's probably the most represented character in all of Dominion. I'm willing to go out on a limb and say that he shows up in the picks the most because of the other characters that usually get banned, like Wukong usually gets banned. So you'll take like Jarvan or someone else instead. Annie. Her shield's the best thing about her. You can build health on Annie, not have to get armor or magic resistance because of Molten Shield. She has a stun. She has AoE damage. Annie, great mage. People used to think Annie was a joke in Dominion. Figure that out. Rewind to last year. Oh my god, Annie, troll pick. Annie's so bad. Now Annie is like being picked all the time because people realized, well, wait a minute, she can delay like a boss. It's because she was 8 then, but now she's 10, so now she's old enough to play. I think that's how it works. I'm not entirely sure about it. Cinder was another character that we thought was terrible at first, but we found out that her damage is just so staggeringly high, and she can hang back and zone with her force push, or whatever that thing is called that throws the balls around. If you can get to Syndra, you can ground her pretty easily, but she just brings the pain. And Fizz has always been a good champion in Dominion. He's quick, he can avoid damage, he can do a lot of damage. Wolferer, in particular, was a guest on Dominion Breakdown number 5 Fizz, where he, myself, Carnival, and RCIX all sat down and talked for about 90 minutes about Fizz, how to build Fizz, runes masteries, where he succeeds, where he fails, other things like that. And we did a video on it. Dominion Breakdown number 5 Fizz. You can find it on youtube.com/VatoClan. And this player who will be playing here in this tournament, Wolferer, was one of the co-commentators that helped contribute to that. So if you want to learn from the best Fizz players, there you go. That's the place to look. And if you want to see, I plugged all that earlier. You guys know what's going on. If you guys want to join the in-game chat channel, which we have, by the way, go to the lower right-hand corner of your screen, click View Chat Room's control panel, go up, click Creator, Join a Chat Room, and in this little field here, type in DominateDominion, and then hit Enter, and it will put you over here in this chat channel with all the rest of us, assuming it's not full, because it only holds 200 people. Oh, Aaliyah's talking about MVP versus... No, Jeezy's talking about MVP versus Innovation. Man, I wish I could watch that right now, but I'm busy casting, so I can't. Innovation's been playing so good recently, man. He's been freaking just on a tear. But that's a whole nother subject. If you guys have any questions, I've got like a minute. Teen Annie, I would pay $20 for that. But only if she looked kind of like Daria from that one TV show that was like on MTV or whatever. Be pretty alright. Or better yet, Granny. Right? That'd be pretty funny, I think. There's a reason why I'm not on the art team, or the dev team. But the art rework for Annie was absolutely amazing. Yes, Daria from the show Daria. That was awful. There's no questions, anything like that? I am a siren. Oh dear. No, let's not bring that here. Hair Kaiba. Let's just leave that. Let's leave that completely alone. We're going to load into this game here in just a moment. This is the Consolation Game 3 of the DominateDominion.com League of Legends Dominion Tournament number 60. Whoever wins this is going to win 3rd place. Not that button, this button. Now this button. Did it work? Granny. Is Wowix being Wowix again? Is that what's happening? Alright, champion select screen here. Pays Evelynn child support. Won the tournament. Spoilers. Oops. But this video is going to get posted after those, so you would already know that. Oh well. Pays Evelynn child support won the tournament. That explains why they're not on the screen. Because this is the consolation match. This is tied up currently 1-1 right now between Clueless and Cheese Enema. So whoever wins this is going to take the 3rd place spot and win the appropriate amount of RP for being 3rd place. Clueless's team consists of Halfhard playing as Lulu, Kirao playing as Jarvan IV, Karaith playing as Annie, Tao playing as Syndra, Wolferer playing as Fizz, and on the other side we have Cheese Enema, Sifu Calvin playing as Talon, Wowix playing as Not Connected, Krog playing as Leona, Lurch playing as Trundle, and MMKH playing as Pantheon. Yeah, really, like, completely inverted Annie would be hilarious. You're a giant teddy bear and you throw a little girl at people. That'd be interesting. So we just need to wait for Wowix to get things together. This is the only downside to Cheese Enema. Cheese Enema is one of my favorite teams to cast, but Wowix's internet freaks out. Oh no, Goth Annie's absolutely amazing. The only reason I don't like to give it any credit is because you can't actually get it. Like, just like the other skins that are really, really nice. Like, I really, really like the Riot Singe skin. That's freaking cool. But you can't get it. Same thing with Riot Nasus. It's the only Nasus skin I like. Because I don't even like Nasus' normal skin. I just think they all look awful. Yeah, whoever was in charge of the Annie rework, if it was one person, or I don't know if it was a team, or whatever, but it's so awesome. You have Riot Singed Arcos? Man, that's so good. If there was ever a great big Dominion tournament, and they said, Gandair, we want you to cast this Dominion tournament, and I would go to them and say, hey, can you get Chobra to cast it too? They'd be like, who the hell is Chobra? And I'd explain it, and they'd be like, oh, that guy. Yeah. I'm like, cool, yeah, let's cast it. And then me and Chobra would cast a land of Dominion, and they would say, we're going to pay you this much, and I would say no. And they'd be like, what? You can't ask for more, man. I'd be like, no, here's what's going to happen. You're going to pay me less money to cast your tournament, right? And you're going to get me a Dominion t-shirt and a Riot Singe skin. So you're going to pay me $100 less than you're paying me. And they'll be like, oh, I don't know. Be like, you know what, pay me $200 less and give me a Riot Singed and a Dominion t-shirt. And if they don't take that deal, they're crazy. What is the highest I would go? I don't know. It depends on how much the offer to pay me was. There's an appropriate percentage. I don't think I would pay more than 15% of... I don't think I would take more than a 15% cut of whatever my pay was going to be in exchange for getting those things. Like, that's like the max where I would go is 15%. Which 15% could be a lot of like 10 grand, or 15% is like basically nothing out of a grand. If that makes, sense. But I can't take it seriously without the orange smoke. There's a streamer, a guy who streams League of Legends by the name of Destiny, who I watched stream a lot back a couple years ago. I just haven't had time to watch recently. But when he was playing a lot of Singed, he'd run Riot Singed, and the flings, man, and like the dives and everything, and it was so much fun to watch. And now I just see Singed when I try and play it without that. It just looks weird. So we are paused. We're waiting for it's probably Wowix's internet. He's in South America. Sometimes he does have some internet issues. Not that button. Damn it. No. The screen went blanked. Here we go. Overlay. Earth Warwick. Yeah, Earth Warwick's pretty awesome, man. I'm a big fan of that. Staff! Oh no, I don't have that. I need a doctor. Somebody call a doctor. A rival staffed me. Just waiting for the pause to clear, and then we will get on with the game. The buttons, do them correctly. Rival, I started running GoldenEye Agent with splits and everything. I'm for real now. What happened to me? I don't even... I know, that was my reaction! I just need a capture card. I'm like recording with my video camera right now. Oh, Jeezy brings up an excellent point. If it's not methicillin resistant staff, then I'm cool. Then I'll be fine. Otherwise I'll be a permanent creepy spooky monster thing. Does anyone want me to cut this pause out of the VOD? I know! It's what happened to be plugged into my N64, and I was watching a lot of R. White Goose streaming it, as I was just trying to casual play through the game on 00 Agent. So I would be playing 00 Agent while I was watching him stream, like, Bunker 1 attempts or something like that. And then they, there we go. Corral has left the game. What? It's not Wowix. And then he was talking about starting to race Agent with viewers. So I'm like, okay. So I had to start learning it in case he was like, hey. I'm not gonna sing Dancing Toa. I don't know any songs, man. No, I can't sing. I know people who can actually, like, real sing. Like, half the stuff on the radio isn't even singing. Compared to, like, some of the people that I'm spoiled with knowing. They make me feel inadequate. Make the noises of your dance music. Diabolus. Making the actual claim right there. Make me the noises of the dance music. I kid you not, I could tap out some step charts on, like, a tabletop from a bunch of DDR songs. Like, I have a lot of that stuff committed to memory because of how much of that I've played. Ooh, somebody reconnected. Is it gonna be time? Is it gonna be time to go back? Or my guard DDR quote from the Twitch chat says Dancing Toa. Yeah, DDR, great game. I like it a lot. My favorite songs to play were Era, Ecstasy Blue Fire mix was good too. Dark Black Forest, but that song's like super chill. Paranoia Eternal was a lot of fun. Trying to think of other ones. How'd you break the metal pad? I have a metal pad. I can't play because I'm on the second floor. My downstairs neighbor hates everything. As soon as the pause clears, by the way, we're going to get back to games just to show you there's no trolling going on. It's still paused. Well, all the Paranoias are fun, but I only like the music in Eternal. I don't like the other ones very much. A is a really fun song. It's hard as hell. I can't beat it consistently. Let's see what else is awesome that I really like. I'm trying to think of names off the top of my head. I'm like coming up with nothing. I'm coming up with a bunch of like, oh, Sakura is no. I can beat the first half of that song, not the second half. That's the one with like the purple background, the cherry blossom tree. That song is amazing. I can do first half, but I can't do the second half. And I can't even do the first half consistently. Wowix has DC'd. So it was Wowix's fault. So I'm sure that he can connect back pretty soon, that we can get back rolling in the game. That challenge changed the step charts. Made some of them easier, made some of them harder. It was like completely alternate universe. Silly, and don't be the bearer of bad news, man. Don't scare me like that. I'm coming over tomorrow. Can you do like which Paranoia? I can do Paranoia Eternal. I've beaten like Paranoia Normal Paranoia. I think Paranoia is easier than Paranoia Eternal. Paranoia Eternal I was never able to beat consistently. Some of the air near the end screwed me up. Air in that game was really hard for me because my knees were not so good. So doing a lot of air hurts. So I try to avoid songs that have that. Unfortunately, like once you get up to heavy, a lot of them have that. The rifle just got off work, Molokoko dude. Okay, so Wowix is DC. We got Corral back. We're waiting on Wowix to get back, and then we'll cut back over into the game. Oh, Wowix is reconnected! Freaking heck yeah, man! It's gonna be such happy! Bam. Okay. He's back. What about that song where your sweet dance moves get you laid? You mean, like, none of them? I don't know, it depends on if you played at the dance pads at ASU. There was a lot of girls that were into DDR. Like, there was a whole scene for, like, DDR back 10 years ago. I mean, when it was, like, super big. And the arcade pad at ASU, which Arizona State University, was just like constantly packed with people, and a lot of hot girls played that game. It was good stuff. Come on, jump to live. There we go. Come on, live out of 14. That's not numbers. Yes, Dancy Toa, we can watch Dominion now. It's DDR time's over. We're there. We're at it. I'm trying to catch up for the desync. As you can see it over here, it's not synchronized. I'm trying to make it synchronized. There we go. Okay. Opening items. Boots, prospectors, items, pots, nothing too out of the ordinary here. Whoa, look at all of these. All I do is phages no matter... What are you double... What? Pantheon, what are you doing? Okay, this over here, I have no idea what's going on anymore. But the left side makes sense to me. Sorry for the delay, guys. Thank you very much, viewers, for sticking around. I know there's like 100 of you that hung out through that whole pause. You guys are real cool. I appreciate you coming out to watch. We do this every week. If any of you are new, if any of you have been here before, hey, thanks for coming back. It's so awesome to not see the viewer count drop that much during a 10-minute pause. That's freaking amazing. Alright, Wolfer going bottom lane. Lurch going bottom lane as well. Both teams heading up to the top. Let's follow the blue team up. We haven't done that today. Let's watch Syndra float. Look at the shadows. Dude, I have shadows turned on now. This graphics card makes me so happy. Tag the speed shrine. Both teams heading up to the top. Syndra with the ball. Taking it for a walk. Throwing it over the wall. A little bit of stun back and forth. Oh, Zenith Blade not connecting. Seer also not connecting. So that is some mana that was not being used effectively. Karaith with a little bit of damage, being caught by Talon. Is Karaith with Molten Shield? Looks like he's going to be able to get away. Civil Calvin with the exhaust has to retreat. Tau on Syndra. Low on health. High on mana. And all you need is mana to make war. Begin capping up at the top. Clueless with the stun on Krowog. Trying to catch up to half hard. MMKH, cat MMKH is best MMKH. Pantheon can clean this up eventually. Doink. There we go. Taking her out. Where did she go? Didn't even have a... Oh, she revived. Okay, never mind. I thought that her corpse glitched out. Clueless, in control of the windmill. Krowog. Damn it. Has disconnected. I don't understand the world anymore, guys. Yeah, Jane's I'm out of here too. Afterward, I gotta start encoding these. I mean, there's a couple people I gotta talk about. Or I've gotta talk about. There's a couple people I have to talk to. And if anyone wants to know what time 4PL is tomorrow that I'm gonna stream, then I'll have to look up that time. But 9 AM, whatever time it is in Arizona. And then I have to get off right when this ends. And I have to go to sleep, man, right away. Because I have to be up immediately. There will be a day where we run out of pause time. And that will be special. No, Mancy84, I actually don't play Firefall. I've seen some other people play it on some streams and stuff, but I don't have it or am into it myself. 1920 left on the pause clock. Looks like we had another disconnect. Looks like it was Krog this time. Clock ticking down. Looking at both teams' builds, no one's really gotten very far into it. Clueless is taking control of the windmill, that's about it. There's nothing special going on there. Yay! Crowd reconnected! 1:30 AM Australian time. Oh dear. That's really early for you. Who puts nuts in a milkshake? Why? That's not right. You can't drink nuts. You could barely drink Oreo cookie. Looks like we're just waiting for Krowog to get things together. Oh. You said you just got 2 shines, and I'm like, I thought you said 2 shinies like Pokemon, and I almost, like, freaked out. But that's a completely different thing. And we are desynced from live again because of the pause. Okay, cool. We're back now. Wolfer and Lurch bottom lane. Stabbing away at the little minion. Ah, shank him! Get him! Yeah! Fizz, in control. Got the 3rd one in a row. He's gonna go for minion quadra kill. Is he? No! Wait, the dot got it. Yes, it's fine. Okay, top lane. Pantheon comes up here, tries to dive the tower, runs through to the other side, takes a lot of damage in the process, is killed. They push a bunch of minions up to it. Garrison is active on the tower, but they have enough AoE to stop it from being captured. Whoa. Brand comes in from the bottom, not able to do a lot, unfortunately. And the push up there completely foiled. Clueless firmly in control of the windmill right now. Talon and Leona on their way back up to the top, seeing a ping go off in the middle of the map. They want to stop Half-Hearted from getting that. Half-Hearted is able to get away, it looks like. Yep. Sifu Calvin's going to turn around and try and capture it himself. Half-Hearted still wants some. Glitterlance, great poke. Look at the range on that. Very solid ability to have. Guys, really? Really? Is this real life? I'm trying to... There's only so much dead air you can cover in a tournament. This is just special for viewers who happen to be watching this game. There's only so much dead air you can cover in a tournament before you're just like, I'm out of things to say. I ran out of things to say. The positions on the map are things. They have the control of the windmill. The thing turned into a Kindle gem. Alright, thanks for watching. Elkronovd. Elkronovd. Thanks for watching, dude. I don't sing, man. I'm not a... The problem is everyone's always asking me, what was the game you liked most in PS1 and Nintendo 64? Oh, crap. My favorite game that I played was Alien Chronicles for the Nintendo 64. It was an RPG, and I love that game so much. It's not necessarily a very good game, but I really, really like it. GoldenEye 007 for the N64 was amazing. PS1, huge fan of Final Fantasy Tactics. It's absolutely great. Love that game. Mega Man X4, 5, 6. We're good. No, Mario Party. I hated Mario Party. It broke controllers like crazy, and there are not very many controllers left. We're going to run out of N64 controllers, and that's actually a serious problem in the world. There will be no more. Oh, Legend of Dragoon is amazing, yes. Final Fantasy VIII was my favorite of the PlayStation Final Fantasies. Oh no, they were not good games, but they were very fun to play. I love playing them. They're not good. X4, I love X4. Alright, gameplay starting again. Woo! Sorry about getting sidetracked there, but I literally talked about basically everything there was in the game, and the Twitch chat had no questions. Top point, Brandon, Leona diving for it. Minions are able to neutral it successfully. There's no garrison this time to save the tower. Annie above is going to be able to contribute a little bit of DPS down into the fight if she wants to. She's kind of tangled up with Pantheon right now. Lulu saves her. There's the airborne. Fizz comes up from the bottom. Wants to put some hurt on Sifu Calvin. Takes the slow from Leona, unfortunately. Sifu Calvin is going to be able to get away and not suffer that damage from Fizz. There's just one Urchin Strike away from him being killed. Tao from the back, though, is going to be able to clean up Talon. And no one in the bottom lane. We're seeing Jarvan now down there taking the place of Wolfer's Fizz. Krog doing a good job of defending for as long as he could at the top end of the map. WoWX being zoned away by Tao right now. And Clueless in control of the windmill once again after a temporary neutral. And Trundle recalling. Wolfer is going to go back to the bottom lane. Things still seem okay for Clueless at this point. Pantheon coming around the side. Looks like he wants some of Fizz. So does Talon. So going for the two-man gank down here in the bottom. Annie babysitting the top tower. She's up behind the windmill. Make sure nothing goes wrong over there. Fizz pulls out. If you're going to gank Fizz, you need to have someone out on the troll pole side. And oh, Talon goes for it, but he ends up right in the middle of the enemy team. Has to dash away. Sifu Calvin dies to the dot damage from the Seastone Trident. And Jarvan able to pick up the kill on Pantheon. Leona going for the back cap on the refinery. No one currently home to stop that. Jarvan is on his way there, though, and it seems like that will be just fine. Yeah, he does get the neutral. Lulu going for the back cap on the bottom, and she is successful, but also stopped by Trundle. Pantheon coming down to defend. Help his ally out, catching Half-Hearted for more damage. Fizz, that's not where that goes, Wolfer. Not able to connect, unfortunately, with the airborne. Half-hard trying to run away. Glitter Lance, is it going to be enough? Oh, wow, yeah, Glitter Lance, just barely enough for Half-hard to get back to the tower, but just getting to the tower, tagging it, and saying base does not save you, necessarily. It does buy time for Wolfer to get back on the field, and maybe he can pull off the 1v2 down here in the bottom. Dash in, pull out to avoid any incoming damage that would have gone his way. Sifu comes down with the stun, slow, bad things happening, stun, pulls over the wall. Ooh, nice hop, skip, and jump, barely gets away. The shove from... Ooh, and the ultimate there, not quite going to be enough. Goes in for the Urgent Strike, not enough, unfortunately. So much damage, but just not quite able to seal the deal. And at the top end of the map, well, that's unfortunate for Jarvan. They're going to turn the tower around, pick up the neutral there. This is the quest objective point, so they will have that going for them. And Clueless has lost that control that they had over the game previously. They lost the bottom point, lost the top point. They are now down the quest objective. Chisholm is going to have that damage buff to roll for a little bit here. Sifu Calvin going for half-hearted, but by himself, I don't know if I like those odds. Took a lot of damage in the process. Glitter Lance even getting a nice chip in on him as well. Lurch retreating onto the tower. Lurch might want to leave. I'm not sure. He looks like he's thinking it over. Wolfer takes down Sifu Calvin. MKH pops him with the stun. Wolfer looked like he maybe was going to try and go for Lurch over the wall or something, but decided against it. And while there are two down here, there are also two in the top lane, Jarvan and Syndra. If they rotate who's capturing the tower, they'll be able to get a lot of damage time in on Leona. They have a lot of minions on their side as well. The defensive garrison has been used, but looks like it's not going to do a lot. Solar Flare goes down. There are minions to tank the damage from the tower, though. Brand showing up. Ooh, the Seer doesn't connect. And this is just one hit away from disaster for Syndra. Syndra is going to recall. She knows that she can't really do a lot. The Seer, oh, that was really scary. Jarvan drops the Cataclysm. Syndra's still alive. Is going to be able to throw a little bit of damage, but when Pantheon comes down, she is just out of range of him. However, Talon creeps up, manages to pick up the KB. Lulu saves J4. And is the Super J4 going to be able to pull this off? No, not quite, unfortunately. But he did buy a lot of damage in on MMKH, but there was no one up here to stop Sifu Calvin. Tibbers is active. Leona on her way here. Once Leona gets here, they will not be able to capture this tower. Damage on Annie. Stun on Sifu. Uh-oh. Leona going off the point. Getting away from the point could be bad for them. The damage from the Glitter Lance. You saw it. It was scary. Lulu, don't try and fight Talon. It's pretty frightening. Being chased by Leona is also not good. Leona? What? Talon picked up the KB? The dot damage was just barely picked it up. Wowix to top with Brand now. Cheesing them in control of the windmill. Bottom lane, Wolfer trying to work over Lurch. You can see him put the points in the Playful Trickster first. Seastone Trident going second. Seastone Trident is very good against very tanky, sustaining people like Trundle. Also, with that healing reduction, helps a lot to sort of dent their sustain. MMKH's Pantheon coming down. Picks up the Health Relic. Health Relic denial. That was more so they could deny the Health Relic from Fizz than it was to actually heal himself, because he really didn't need it at the moment. Heartseeker Strike largely dodged. Stun from Annie. Fizz waiting on cooldowns before he goes back in. So he wants to be able to have that Playful Trickster for damage or for escape, and is going to pick up the kill down in the bottom lane. Top half of the map, though, Chisholm is still in control of the windmill and in control of the bottom, so Chisholm is still in a really good position right now. Right now. I should have to pay a quarter every time I say right now. I say that way too much. Ravenous Hydra on Trundle. Great wave clear. Normally really can't clear waves because it doesn't have any AoE, but Ravenous Hydra does turn the auto attacks into an AoE, which is going to help out with that a lot. Both teams moving around the middle of the map. Clueless has more people active right now. Talon just down south. He wants to go for a gank, but with the vision there, with Syndra, he can't really make that play at the moment. He's going to go up Pantheon. Center of the map with Talon, Pantheon, Talon, good combination. Talon goes in with the silence, tries to kill Annie. There's the airborne. Jarvan with the Cataclysm. Bad things happening to She's Enema right now. With him losing Talon so quickly, Brand follows after that. Pantheon, Leona forced to retreat right away. Annie and Jarvan heading towards the top half of the map. It looks like they're going to leave someone behind. Lulu to zone, it looks like. Tags him with the Glitter Lance. He's a little bit more of a problem than Leona is. Annie is going to maybe get this neutral. No, Leona is able to get there in time, actually. They were not able to slow her down enough to keep that from happening. Annie dies. Now, Lulu does pick up the kill with the Glitter Lance. Lulu and Jarvan may be able to kill Leona here. Defensive Garrison and Offensive Garrison at the same time, so reduced tower damage, increased tower healing for that. They have some minions coming in behind, but Brand is on his way, and Brand can level those minions. And we'll see how he plays this. Goes for the pillar. Seer connects with the minions instead. Pantheon coming down. And that puts Lulu in a really bad position. No matter which way she goes, there's enemies. Glitter Lance does not connect with WoWX, but he does pull away to try and kill her. Stun happens, other bad things happen. Don't let the cat tap dance on the roof. There you go. Bottom lane. Trundle says nope. Wait, minions say yes. Minions have more votes than Trundle. Trundle begins chasing them away from the bottom point. Did the music bug out for anyone else? Is it eerily silent? Lurch in the bottom lane. Stun from Annie looking for it. Nope. She didn't have it available, but it was not necessary. They're going to go for the bottom point. If Clueless can pick up this bottom point, they can start draining away next health enemy team. They only have a slight deficit right now. Only 30 points. It's very easy for them to come back from that. Wolfer putting a lot of hurt on Lurch. The airborne going to keep him from getting to safety. And Leona is just so durable that she can walk away. Jarvan has to try and defend this point 1v2, and his odds of doing it are very small, unfortunately. Dashes through, able to connect with the Cataclysm on Brand, though, but I don't think that was necessarily the best use of Cataclysm, unfortunately. Lulu going for the windmill right now. There we see, the music came back. I thought it was just creepy quiet. No, it went away again. What's going on? Fizz is going to take back the refinery while it's going. Lulu was able to successfully pull a neutral on the windmill, but Chizama has still been sort of slightly ahead in capture going on for this game. Lurch down in the bottom lane. Syndra coming down now. It looks like they're going to have Fizz up top. Maybe a little bit of a lane switch going on here because Trundle was working over Fizz a little bit. Fizz, in order to trade, has to get Id Bailey Rage where Trundle could actually hit him. Leona takes some damage, but is okay. In the bottom, Syndra. Nope. Nice stun from Syndra, saving her right there from extra damage. Man, Trundle with this wave clear from this Hydra is very good. They know he's in there. Vision goes down. There goes the ball shove from Syndra, and now Wolfer turns around, throws the damage on him, and helps take him out. Now, there's no one defending the Boneyard at all, and they really need to make a play for that, because I don't know if they'll be able to join this fight in time to make a difference. And Syndra going straight across for the Boneyard, which I think is the good response there. Lurch does not have his revive available, so he's not going to be able to do anything about that. It's going to force someone away. Pantheon decides to stop for the Storm Shield, because he wants one. And Sifu Calvin taking a lot of damage. Earth the Manatee comes out. Fizz dies, but they're able to pick up Talon in the exchange. And the bottom point is neutral. Pantheon does show up. Looks like he dropped his Grand Skyfall to do that and was able to stop that from being captured. Syndra's going to keep it neutral for just another moment or so before Trundle is able to arrive and begin capturing the point again. Top of the map, Lulu. Lulu, I don't like that. You're by yourself. There's bad things over there. Pantheon, center of the map. Well, not necessarily center, but lower part of the map. Finding Jarvan. Wants to start the fight. Nope. That Heartseeker strike. That quick cancel. Syndra is down there to take care of Trundle. Should he try and push in? Defensive Garrison from Leona, because there's 3 on Leona up here. Talon has arrived, and he can do a lot of damage. Not while he is in cat form. Oh, Fizz, Wolfer, great catch. Diving in for Talon, able to pick him up. Now, Krowog is getting low on health as well. There's the Earth, the Manatee there. Wasn't necessary, but better safe than sorry. Bran with the double kill is going to get sent back to the Summoner platform for his troubles, and Clueless is going to be able to neutral his tower. I don't know if they'll be able to full capture it or not, though, before Pantheon arrives. So there's Pantheon. Wolfer picks up the neutral. And there's the Airborne Exhaust combo. MKH, bad debuffs on him. Cataclysm goes down. MKH gets a trip back to the platform. Jarvan, with that Youmuu's effect there for a moment, was using that pretty solidly. And now, unfortunately, the stuns are no good for him. Karaith arriving now with Half-Hard in tow. Wolfer, the damage on Wowix, taking him down very quickly. Sifu Calvin wants to kill Annie, but Annie with the Molten Shield is a little bit difficult to burst down. So is a Leona with an Eclipse. They have split one person off to begin casting, while Wolfer zones Kraug away from everything, so his allies can try and take the tower. I'm trying to not yawn, rival, but I've been talking a lot, and it makes me yawn. I'm not tired. It just something about the airflow is bad. I don't quite know the science of the yawn, but someday I will defeat it like I defeated my hiccups. That's a story for another time, though. I can't do jumping jacks. My downstairs neighbor will freak out! Jarvan and Lulu, center of the map, looking around for someone. Annie is babysitting the windmill because Annie has the easiest job in the game, apparently. Bottom lane, the Venn diagram activates, and bad things happen. Pantheon is going to jump down here. Wolfer looking a little worse for wear, and Annie and Lulu decide to go and make a play for Leona. Kirar not able to do anything, throws a defensive garrison at the last moment to try and interrupt things, tries to J4 away, but Talon is right behind him. Lulu is going to attempt to save Jarvan, and is going to succeed. Lulu coming down from across the map, Jarvan able to catch up, super duper sized Jarvan. Throws down the standard, but it is a little bit too late. Both our AP friends are back, and they can hopefully get this tower recaptured. Karaith and Kraug are having a disagreement on the opposite side of the map while it's going on, but they decide to part ways. Karaith is finished. Lulu finds Trundle. And Cat Trundle is not very threatening. And Wowix and Tau having a disagreement. Tau, oh dear, his health so low. The Invincible from the Wooglets is not quite going to be enough because the brand Pillar of Flame was perfectly timed to pop right after that happened. Jarvan pushing some minions into the tower, trying to get this back. Fizz jumps through to the other side, going for Brand. Excuse me, I almost called Brand Syndra, and that would not have been correct at all. I heard a Youmuu's go off. Looks like it was on Sifu Calvin there. I can't actually. No, it wasn't. Yeah, it was Sifu Calvin. All right. And now Lulu by himself, herself, itself, by Yordle's self, trying to get away from Lurch. Should be able to do so. Lulu is very good at escaping. Trundle's very good at chasing. If Talon comes around from the side, it could be bad things, but it looks like Sifu wants to stay in control of the tower because he knows the tower is a little bit more important right now. Another defensive garrison thrown down on this point. Just moments ago, Jarvan was using one to try and keep it from being captured, and now Trundle using one on the tower as well to keep it under his control. And Lurch, oh, the damage right there from Syndra is able to do a lot for them. The Cataclysm shutting him down. Pantheon arrives and is able to shut Syndra down to the ground, grounding the flight. Other puns, make bad jokes yourselves. Wowix is taken down, 3-on-1 at the bottom. MKH is defeated, and they can finally get the bottom point back, but they're at a 4-to-1 point deficit. Cheese Enema in a great position right now to pick up this third game and win this Game 3 series to take the third place slot. How many times can I fit third place into one sentence? Iron Solari, Leona hanging around up at the top. Talon with the stealth and the... Whoa, did you see that jump? Talon popped the stealth back here, used the Youmuu's to get the distance, to get to here, to pop the Noxian Diplomacy, jump all the way to here, and destroy Annie. That was so clean. Had a great sense. Sifu Calvin is an amazing Talon player, and he knew those distances so well to recover that. And even if he missed it by a little bit, he probably still would have been able to guillotine over to Annie. Unfortunately, that is not good. Wolfer, no spoilers! Those make me unhappy. Wolfer has just picked up the windmill. Good job on his part, but the bottom lane does not look so good. Oh, Did he not have Youmuu's up? I thought I saw it on him. Maybe I was hearing things. Maybe there's just a ringing in my ears. Krog being caught, cannot escape the Cataclysm, which means he's going to take all of Kareth's damage. Did it? What? How can you see that? Oh! There's a buff timer in a place that I didn't see. Alright, Wowix is going to fall, unfortunately. Kareth is going to die to Brand's dot damage, and they're going to move over to neutral the drill, and they have to get the drill neutral in order to extend this game. Damn it, Pantheon! Pantheon does not want the game to be extended at all, dives down with the Grand Skyfall, and chases Jarvan away. And all they have to do is hold on to points for a little while, and they'll be able to take this game home, but they're not going to have to spawn points. The game is going to go on a little bit longer than this. Cheesem is still great position, but where Clueless is at right now, they have to do something really, really to make this work out. And with the top lane looking the way it is with the lopsided fight, they're not going to have anything going on there. Trundle has a lot of health and sustain. If they can get through Trundle, they may be able to pull off the neutral on this tower, but it's going to be really, really freaking close. Brand has arrived as well to try and keep it going. Gets a, nice Pyroclasm double kill from Brand, and without them there, they're not going to be able to take this tower, and it looks like they're going to take down now, and Enema is going to take this game 3 and win it 2-1. That Pyroclasm was really, really... That's the only way I can describe that. It was very nice from Wowix's Brand. And with these fights in the middle of the map, Clueless not in a position to take a tower, Enema is going to win this series and the Consolation match. This best of 3, they're going to win it 2-1. And that's all the games we have. We've literally cast every game we could from the Dominate Dominion tournament. That was the last game. Evelynn Child Support took first place against, we're pretty much a big deal, Feel the Vibe, who came in second. Clueless coming in fourth, and Enema winning this game for the third place finish. That is all I have to bring you today. I now have 2 extra games to encode on top of everything else that I have to get into editing. And we'll take a look at the post-game screen real quick for you, and then you guys can all just get out because it's late. I need to sleep and do Europe tomorrow. Let's take a look at damage dealt to champions. Brand, 40k, out in front. Well, not by too big of a margin, actually, but that Pyroclasm at the end was amazing. And Graveyard Hero. Time spent at... Sifu Calvin might have spent as much time dead as Wowix spent disconnected. I'm not sure. Brand Hammer 40k. I play Warhammer 40k, Dancing Toa. I play Tyranids. And the rest of my gaming clan plays a bunch of other stuff. Now, thanks for watching, everybody. Come back and check us out next week. DominateDominion number 61. Bring your friends. Come out and play. It's free to enter. Follow us on Twitter, @DominateDom. Follow the Twitch page right here, twitch.tv/DominateDominion. And give them a like on Facebook, facebook.com/DominateDominion. And I will see you guys later because I have to snooze. Because it is about that time of day. So, we'll catch you all later. You guys have a very good, whichever.